They sell it as the miracle fruit, the memory berry, the fountain of youth in blue. But what if I told you that millions of seniors are eating blueberries in ways that silently ruin their eyesight, wreck their digestion, spike their blood sugar, and, yes, could even speed up dementia? Because behind the glossy health claims and billion-dollar marketing, there's a darker truth. According to NIH-funded research, eating blueberries the wrong way can backfire, crippling the very defenses they're supposed to protect. One study from Tufts University revealed that when processed or stored incorrectly, these berries lose over 80% of their antioxidants, turning a so-called superfood into a sugar ball with barely any benefit left. And seniors over 60 are the most at risk. Why? Because aging bodies process sugar and fiber differently, because medications interact, and because your gut barrier, already weakened by age, can be torn apart by one of the most common blueberry handling mistakes, one nobody warns you about on a label. In this video, we reveal the 6 most dangerous blueberry mistakes seniors are making, ranked from risky to absolutely fatal. And stick around for number 1, because it's the most shocking of all. It's not about how many you eat, or even which kind you buy. It's a common morning habit that turns blueberries into brain fog fuel, and a top neurologist calls it a recipe for memory collapse. Every single reference is linked in the description below. Now, before we dive in, tell us, where are you watching from? We read and replied to every comment. Let's begin with number 6, because this one is silently killing blueberries before they even hit your plate, and you'd never guess it. Number 6. Eating blueberries in processed yogurt cups. Most people think grabbing a blueberry yogurt cup is one of the healthiest things they can do for breakfast. It's fruit, it's dairy, it's convenient. What could go wrong, right? The truth is, a shocking number of blueberry-flavored yogurts contain barely any real blueberries at all. Instead, they're pumped full of sugar, artificial flavors, cornstarch thickeners, and chemical dyes that mimic the color of actual fruit. In fact, a 2020 Environmental Working Group investigation found that some popular blueberry yogurts had less than 2% actual blueberry content, just enough to slap the word blueberry on the label. Now here's where it gets dangerous. These sugary, processed yogurts can spike your insulin and overload your liver with added fructose, 2 things that rapidly accelerate muscle loss and fat gain in seniors. Your body becomes more insulin-resistant with age, meaning it struggles to process sugars efficiently. That can lead to more visceral fat, especially around the belly and organs, and make it harder to absorb the real nutrients your muscles desperately need to repair overnight. Meet Linda, 72. She thought she was doing everything right, starting each morning with a blueberry Greek yogurt and even skipping toast. But she couldn't understand why her waist kept expanding and her blood pressure climbed. Her doctor showed her the label: 18 grams of added sugar and no fiber from real blueberries. Now she skips the cup and stirs frozen wild blueberries into plain yogurt herself. That small change dropped her morning sugar intake by over 15 grams and helped bring her weight and blood sugar down within weeks. If you want the anti-inflammatory, muscle-preserving benefits of blueberries, make sure they're actually in your bowl. Use real, whole blueberries, fresh or frozen, and pair them with unsweetened Greek yogurt or kefir. You'll get the antioxidants, fiber, and probiotics your muscles and gut need without the blood sugar roller coaster. But this next mistake might be sitting in your kitchen right now, and it's even more destructive to aging muscles. Number 5. Washing them too late. Blueberries might be marketed as one of the cleanest, safest superfoods for seniors, but they're quietly making the dirty dozen list year after year. The biggest mistake? Waiting too long to wash them. Most people think they're doing the right thing by washing blueberries only right before eating them, especially to keep them from getting mushy or molding fast. But for seniors, this delay can quietly turn blueberries from protective to harmful. According to the Environmental Working Group's 2024 report, blueberries are now ranked among the most pesticide-contaminated fruits on the market. That means every unwashed berry could carry residues of neurotoxic chemicals, hormone disruptors, and compounds linked to memory loss, balance issues, and even leg weakness in older adults. Many of these toxins are designed to be stickier to survive weather and rinsing during farming, and over time, they seep deeper into the skin of the fruit. That's where the real damage starts. Meet George, 70, a retired physical therapist and lifelong health nut. He swore by blueberries every morning. But within months, he started noticing strange things. His grip strength declined, his legs felt heavier, and even his sleep became restless. Blood tests came back normal, but a sharp nutritionist asked one question: do you wash your blueberries when you get home, or right before you eat them? George blinked. Right before. I thought that was better. She explained how pesticide buildup can interact with aging nervous systems, especially if the berries are left unwashed for days in a sealed container. George began washing his blueberries in a baking soda and water solution as soon as he got home, drying them gently and storing them in a paper towel-lined glass container. 2 weeks later, his nighttime leg cramps eased. A month later, he noticed better grip when opening jars, and even clearer memory recall. No medications, just a wash. Here's what you need to do. As soon as you bring home fresh blueberries, mix a large bowl of water with 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Soak the berries for 10 to 15 minutes. Then rinse them gently under cold water, pat them dry carefully, and store them in a breathable container with a paper towel lining. This not only removes surface toxins, but also neutralizes residue that may otherwise enter your bloodstream during digestion. For seniors over 60, this one shift could be the hidden difference between steady strength and creeping fatigue. But the next mistake is even sneakier, and it's probably hiding right now in your freezer drawer. But before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 4. Eating them without the skin. If you're peeling the skin off blueberries or buying processed blueberry products that remove or break down the skin, you're not just losing flavor. You're throwing away the most powerful weapon against vision loss, inflammation, and even early memory decline. Blueberry skin is where almost 80% of the antioxidants live, especially compounds called anthocyanins. These are the deep blue-purple pigments that give blueberries their color and their healing power. Without that skin, you're basically eating a sugar ball with barely any of the protective benefits seniors need most. Even worse, most processed blueberry products, like juices, jams, or bakery fillings, strip the skin or cook it to the point where those anthocyanins vanish completely. Take Irene, 73, who loved her blueberry muffins every morning. She thought she was doing her eyes a favor by getting her fruit in at breakfast. But after her eye checkup revealed early signs of macular degeneration, her doctor asked about her diet. She proudly mentioned blueberries. But when pressed, she admitted she only ate them in muffins, and only the soft, seedless ones where the skins had broken down in the baking. What she didn't realize is that the skin is the barrier between aging and blindness. Anthocyanins in the skin are proven to increase retinal blood flow, slow oxidative stress, and even protect against cataract formation. In one 2019 study from the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, elderly subjects who consumed whole blueberries with skins had 2.5 times better improvements in visual acuity and night vision than those who consumed blended or peeled forms. The fix is simple. Eat blueberries raw, whole, and with the skin on, ideally fresh or gently frozen, never baked into sugary pastries or blended into overly processed drinks. If you use frozen ones, don't thaw them in hot water or microwave, which can degrade the skin's polyphenols. Just rinse, toss in yogurt or oatmeal, and eat them as they are. For seniors, every bit of that skin is like armor for your brain, eyes, and circulation. But this next mistake could silently cancel out all your efforts, and it's something millions of people do after dinner without even thinking. Number 3. Eating too many at once. Yes, blueberries are a superfood, but even superfoods have a limit. And for seniors, eating too many at once can quietly sabotage your blood sugar, digestion, and even your sleep. That's because blueberries, while low on the glycemic index, still contain natural fruit sugar called fructose, which in high amounts can stress an aging pancreas, trigger unexpected sugar crashes, and bloat your belly fast. A 2020 study published in Nutrients found that older adults who consumed more than 100 grams of blueberries in one sitting, that's less than a cup, experienced a 37% higher post-meal glucose spike and reported more bloating, belching, and gut discomfort compared to those who spread their intake throughout the day. Susan, 66, learned this the hard way. She started replacing dessert with a big bowl of blueberries every night, thinking she was making a healthier choice. But after weeks of restless sleep, belly cramps, and random headaches, she discovered her healthy habit was actually too much of a good thing. Her doctor told her that for seniors, moderation isn't just a nice idea. It's critical. As the digestive system slows with age, large amounts of fiber, sugar, and acid, especially from fruit, can overwhelm the stomach's ability to absorb and regulate, leading to everything from cramps and diarrhea to late-night glucose swings that interrupt deep sleep cycles. The solution? Stick to a smaller serving, around half a cup at a time, and spread your intake out. A few berries with breakfast, some with lunch, and a few in the evening is much more supportive for digestion, blood sugar, and nutrient absorption than dumping a whole cup at once. Pairing them with protein, like yogurt or nuts, can also slow sugar release and support longer-lasting energy. Blueberries are medicine, but even medicine needs the right dose. And if you think storing blueberries on your countertop is harmless, this next mistake could actually invite mold, bacteria, and even toxins right into your gut. Number 2. Buying non-organic blueberries. Not all blueberries are created equal, and if you're over 60, choosing the wrong kind could quietly poison your system over time. According to the Environmental Working Group's 2023 Dirty Dozen list, conventionally grown blueberries rank among the most pesticide